Hiking Heart Bar Peak and Peak 8868. From the junction of Interstate 10 and Highway 38. Take Highway 38 for 35 miles. Parking is at a pullout where Forest Road 1 and 38 meets the highway. The difficulty rating for the hike is moderate. The hike begins. The hike starts by descending on Forest Road 1 and 38 toward the base of Heart Bar Peak. The trail crosses a creek bed along the way. After an easy creek crossing, it reconnects with the road. The hike gets very rocky as it begins to climb. Lupin were blooming in the open spaces. The road rises to the height of Heart Bar Peak. Arriving at the Heart Bar Peak Junction. However, I will use it later, after visiting Peak 8868. The road gets steep and extra rocky toward Peak 8868. Believe it or not, there is an old roadbed underneath all those rocks. I wanted to be sure to get this peak done early, before the heat of the day kicked in. As the road tops out, it was time to head toward the peak. Leaving the road in search of the high point. Approaching the summit. On the summit of Peak 8868. The Summit 360. Time to head back down to Heart Bar Peak. Back on the road, and going downhill. Overlooking Heart Bar Peak. Going downhill on a rocky road is harder than it looks. Approaching Heart Bar Peak. This time, utilizing the junction. keeping an eye out for rock cairns. Despite being overgrown at the start, the pathway is on an old roadbed. A false summit gets passed before approaching the high point. Then, a rock cairn leads me off the roadbed toward the summit. Approaching the summit. On the summit of Heart Bar Peak. The Summit 360. Elevation 8,330 feet. The Summit Register. The Summit Shots. Now, to head back down. Sticking to the old roadway next to the ridge. At the junction with Forest Road 1 and 38. Then, the rocky road descent back to the highway. Soaking in the last remaining steps in the forest. One simple creek crossing away from wrapping up the hike. Mission accomplished. The hike in review. The hike starts on Forest Road 1 and 38. It crosses a creek then climbs to a junction with Heart Bar Peak. I chose to climb it on the way back. First I ascended Peak 8868. As I doubled back, this time I took the pathway to Heart Bar Peak. Afterwards, I returned to the forest road to complete the return to the highway.